talk about the Bitcoin high time frame Elliott wave analysis. I'm going to go ahead and hide these levels here just to make the chart a little more clear. But you can see I've marked out some support and resistance levels that line up with these, what I'm predicting for the price action going forward. We're going to start on a high time frame on the weekly chart, and you can see each color flip for me marks the end of a wave. We've got color flips here, 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 and here. So we started with a massive move up. Once the weekly color flipped, this is based on MACD, once it flipped right here, that suggests this massive move up is complete. We're now correcting this entire move. Once we flipped again here, that suggests our first wave of correction is complete. So that gives us an A or W wave, however you want to label it. Really, it's just the first wave of correction. If I could put a 1 here, I would do that. We'd have 1, 2, 3, looking for 3 waves of correction. Now in our second wave, it's very common to see the subwaves flip. So we had our first flip here, we had another flip here, and another flip here. So now we have an A, B, and C of a second wave. Confirmed when we flipped back to red here, giving us a completed second wave of correction. So now we have 1, 2, and we're looking for our third wave of correction. So many of you will already know that you could have a flat that's 3. Let me redo that. It could be a flat that is 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 5 as an A, B, C. That could be a flat correction. Traditionalists will argue, well, it can't be a flat correction because this didn't retrace high enough. So 3, 3, 5 would be an unexpected count. However, we could still have a 3, 3, 3, which is actually looking quite likely. So this is invalidated if the weekly MACD flips positive, as well as if the 3-day MACD flips positive. Why? Because 3-day it did not have any false flips on the W or the X. So if the 3-day MACD flips positive here, it suggests that this move down is complete. We're nowhere near doing that. However, if you look at a daily, you see that all the subwaves were shown. We had a flip here, giving us, so we've got an A down, or W down, first wave down, and then the daily flipped, giving us a new wave up. Call it the first wave of correction here. Then we've got flips in here showing subwaves. A with the flip, even this move in the middle here has subwaves showing. A, B, C gives us A, B, C down. Then we have, so we've got this move here, right? I just counted out to here as an A, B, C. And we also have A, B, C, giving us a second wave of correction as an X. W, X, A, B, C for Y. All of our subwaves were shown in this center X wave. If we come to the larger degree X, you can see again that the subwaves were shown on a daily MACD. We got an A down, got the red flip for that. Then you've got a new A up, got the positive flip there. When this flips red, that means this is all a B wave. And this C wave caused another flip up, giving us A, B, C subdivision. And this for me is like an AB base right here. You could call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever you want. I don't really care. This next move here either started here or here. Where it is pretty irrelevant. We know it's complete when we break the uptrend. And we know that it's a higher degree wave because the weekly flipped. We don't have weekly flips in here. You just saw all the subdivision of this. You saw all the subdivision of this. You don't have subwave flips on weekly or 3-day. But because we have subdivision flips on the daily, on both our W and our X, we would expect subdivision flips on the daily on our Y wave as well, which is why I believe we're going to continue up here. We need to flip this daily MACD to positive before we can start a B wave down. So it could look something like this on the MACD. I didn't draw it out quite as long as this, but you can get the idea here. So we would see blue here, and we would see blue in here, and lastly we would see blue in here before a final move down for a C wave capitulation. Now, this could drag out. What if it takes as long as this one? Let's look at some quick time analysis. "52 days there. From this top, we had 29 days. So far, this Y wave is moving faster than the W moved. The X here took 211 days, 4 times as long as the A. So if we took 4 times as long, we could be looking at 120 days. So my drawing is pretty close to accurate with that. But it could also just take 211 days, extend out even longer, giving us some sideways price action is what we saw in here. And it gets even tighter after the completion of this move here. We could see that happen in here before a final move down. We're going to hope that's not the case, but it is valid for that to happen. All right, guys, that's all I've got on a high time frame wave count. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments, and we'll chat with you on the next one.